Mark.
And action!
You'd walk and see the stage, and then they had a stage built, and then they had the set built within the stage, inside the stage.
So you almost didn't know where the set ended and started.
There were cameras for the show that were also filming, and then you had the show filming the show. There were so many layers to it.
How long have you been acting? Working with Sydney was like a dream come true.
Hi. Are you hiring?
She came in and she had, a very tiny costume and a lot of hair, right? A lot of eyelashes, and everything was glittery and sparkly.
Those are some of the craziest days. Getting to work alongside Sharon and Colleen.
Should we just cut?
I find it rather compelling.
Such icons.
I did everything for him. What do I get in return? A bloody nose on my wedding night.
Did Jagger hit you?
What's he doing?
I don't know. He's rolling with it, though.
In that moment, Cassie doesn't know what's real versus what's not real.
Was that tough? What were you doing? Okay?
She is just blindly navigating this entire situation.
Cassie continues to prove that she's not really thinking about anyone else but herself.
So what do you do for a living?
I create content.
For OnlyFans. Lexi's so worried that Cassie's gonna take what she's made for herself and fuck it up.
Thank you, God! I'm gonna be famous! Ah!
The coldest female Alamo ever knew was his mama.
I always had this idea for this prologue. It was really wonderful because it was this isolated piece that didn't really connect to the rest of the world. It allowed us to play in a period time frame, that sort of harkened back to Iceberg Slim and blaxploitation stories.
That period has its own colors and feel. I think wardrobe and production design got it really right.
Ain't this just the most beautiful thing you ever seen, Alamo?
I love when Sam does the flashbacks because it gives us insight on the story and it helps us in developing what their hair is.
Talking the evolution of her hair through Kim, we adorn ourselves whatever economic level we're at. And so she has these glorious braids and evolves to a blowout and then evolves to bigger hair.
I'm Preston. Nice to finally meet you.
Alamo.
I had showed that opening to Daryl, who plays Bishop. I said, I got to figure out who plays Preston. And he said, I'm telling you, I got the guy, this guy Kwame. We did The Wire together and looked at his work.
I told you step the fuck off.
Young man, if I was talking to you, you'd know I was.
And I just couldn't get him out of my head. I called Daryl up. I said, all right, you were spot on as Kwame.
Preston's burn makeup, we used already made burn pieces. An incredible makeup artist, Jamie Kalman, came in and applied the pieces. And we worked with Sam to sort of figure out the placement, that it would go like over the nose. One of the ears would be sort of like melted away. It looked really beautiful on camera.
In many ways, Alamo revered his mother. That was his idol.
Don't look at me like that, Alamo.
The silver slipper is really an ode to her.
The club is so photogenic. You gotta see these.
I designed it myself. Right down to the last piece of fabric.
That leg on top is Mama Brown's.
I collaborated with Francois to make sure that the shoe that's on that foot is character appropriate, period appropriate. I had probably like hundreds of shoe references and found that one and was like, it has to be this. This is the Mama Brown silver slipper.
Showtime.
Lori starts a war with Alamo, who is a very ruthless, dangerous person. She's not a person who has good ideas or makes good decisions.
So what you want? I'd said this to Sam, that if they weren't enemies, they'll be lovers.
Thanks for having us. I really love your house. The first time I saw Alamo's house, I went out to the real house that the set is based on.
This was a really amazing architectural showcase house. It's sort of like a faceted, triangulated house. It has all of these strange angles you can get lost in. When Alamo walks into one of his sets, we wanted it to feel basically like a costume that he was wearing. So the fact that the house is so disorienting really was perfect for what we were looking for.
Yeah.
Our scene together, it's a really heavy scene. It ends with Alamo physically pulling Lori off balance to scare her. Addie is a lovely person, and is all drink of water. I got to spend a whole day just being pulled into his chest.
The portrayal of gentlemen's clubs and strip clubs in film and TV has become so redundant. During our first camera test, I had this insane vintage burlesque costume. It looked so beautiful on the film stock, and I really wanted to bring that sequins and beading and velvet to the Silver Slipper dancers.
And action.
That day was a fun, girly link-up. I mean, Rosalia is a dear friend of mine, so having her on set was just so, like, special and comforting. I think anytime we see, like, a group of women come together in their own essence and spirit and beauty, the audiences feel that.
Mom?
When I got the call to come back to Euphoria, I was like, yes, I'm there.
It's good to hear your voice, too.
When I'm on the phone with Rue, how we shot it, I don't know what Rue is saying. I'm only responding. So as an actor, I know how I speak with my mom on the phone when things are not going well.
I just want to be free to start over.
I think that there's a lot that's said and unsaid in that church scene. I'm moved by what her heart is saying and not necessarily what we're hearing or what she's yearning for.
I don't want to be forgiven.
I love you, Rue.
Rue's trying to search for something that's more important than herself. It was just an early image that I had of Rue just, staring at this burning Joshua tree.
It was something that looks like we did nothing, but we did everything. We created a steel structure, sculpted a Joshua tree on top of it, and added real branches on top of that. All of that was plumbed with propane so that it could be lit remotely just in time for the shot.
What happens if God gives me some big sign and for some reason I just misinterpret it?
Maybe every mistake I've made led me to the right place after all.